Welcome back, everyone, to Madden NFL 21. Now, we have kept your saved options from last year's game. You can change these options and accessibility settings right here and now, or you can change them at any later time from the game settings. Accessibility settings. This is the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. And this was the scene a few short hours ago. Kansas City and Baltimore emerging from their tunnels are two top seeds in the AFC. And this was billed as the battle of the quarterbacks. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson. The next-gen stats tell the story. The 2019 NFL Most Valuable Player, he has been terrific. On the other side, Patrick Mahomes. He's been even better. The 2018 MVP. Also the MVP of Super Bowl 54. His Chiefs have a 13-point advantage, 27-14 as we play the fourth quarter. Can Jackson bring the Ravens back and get them to Super Bowl 55? So here's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens needing a couple of scores as they start with a 1st and 10. Out to his left. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
To throw again. Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 60 yards, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. So we've got a ball game again, folks, 27-20, and this is getting good.
Even when they were down, we absolutely knew that they wouldn't go quietly, right? These Ravens are tough, and what a tremendous drive there, engineered by Lamar Jackson to get his team right back into this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keep the score. Chiefs, 27.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The snow continuing to fall. What a scene here in Baltimore. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The Baltimore defense playing with purpose now. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. You take a bit of a risk every time you throw the ball in these conditions.
You're absolutely right about that, because one slip, that could cost you a chance at the Super Bowl, so the concentration has to be perfect, both when throwing the ball and when trying to look it in, not to mention keeping your balance while running your route.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. With the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Down right around the 25. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, their dreams of playing in the Super Bowl denied by the defending champs here in frigid Baltimore. Another shot here for Jackson and the Ravens, trying to work their way back from down 13. They've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So things have tightened considerably as Tucker sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. One more shot here for Patrick Queen, Marcus Peters, and this Raven defense. And they trail by 6 as the Chiefs begin on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Now that's going to set up one of the biggest plays of the game. The Ravens in desperate need of a stop here on 3rd down.
This crowd urging on their Ravens. They need a stop here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And this is something the Chiefs could not afford at this point in the game, Brandon. Mahomes knew he didn't want to take a chance and put it up for grabs, but he also has to know that the pressure is about to get to him. Instead, he takes the sack.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we remember the road Jackson and the Ravens have taken to this point. Losers to the Chargers in the playoffs 2 years ago. Losers to the Titans last January. But in 2020, they earn the #1 seed again. This time they win the division. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in this AFC Championship game.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the fourth quarter. You got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for two. And it worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Goes underneath for Bell. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Not much there, only a yard.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. And again, it's Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw once more. A screen to Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Caught, Kelce, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He uncorks it first. It's caught inside the 25. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, for a battle of AFC Titans, this one certainly did not disappoint. The Chiefs look to be headed for Tampa, but Lamar Jackson leading the Ravens back in the 4th quarter, and they're going to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 55 as they have captured the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the 3rd time in franchise history. Let's go ahead and create your avatar. So we've set you up with a home and away starter uniform just to get you geared up. And here's how it works. As you complete objectives anywhere throughout the game, you'll basically earn rep and cred. And then you rank up to earn access to new vanity options to make your avatar look better. Spend that cred to further personalize that look on the field. And if you're playing on Madden NFL Mobile, you can actually link your account and share your progress between both games. So have fun out there in the yard and enjoy Madden NFL 21.
Let me explain what I Hey, could count on my paw. Hey, look at my dog.
Way back then, claim what you saw, but you
Madden.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain. Look inside my head through a telescope. Singing minimal. Look at me at the asylum. Much love if you're once in my head, come and call me. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
everyone's here today. I'm sorry, it's my first assignment and most of my crew is out with food poisoning. I told them not to order sushi on a Monday. Everyone knows that's the leftovers from the weekend. Wow, I'm rambling. Hi, I'm Kelly Porter. I'm Reggie's producer. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you don't mind, I am going to sit you down and I'm gonna mic you up. How does that sound? Okay, great. We're gonna throw you right here. And, you know, I've never done this before. I'm wearing a lot of hats today, but not makeup and hair. You know why? Because Dax, what's up, Dax? Dax and I are vegan, and we didn't catch the same plague that the rest of the crew caught. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna need an audio level from you. So, yeah, just...
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Cat, dog, penguin.
Sounds good. Okay, everything looks good. Reggie, it's all yours.
Hey. Oh, man, it's great to have you here. Back where it all started.
Yeah, it's good to be back and to see a familiar face. You look great.
Oh, come on, man. Look at you. You the one that look good. So listen, basically, today's gonna be pretty straightforward. You've seen the show before. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask you some questions about your life and career. It'll be fun reminiscing. And don't worry, okay? I got your agent's threatening texts, and the kid glove stays on today. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I see you still got those all-pro reflexes.
Yeah. Ironically enough, that's how it all started for me.
You know, if memory serves, you didn't start out playing football back then.
That's right. As my first day here as a transfer student, football kind of just found me.
Now for the piece de renaissance. Your helmet. Got those fancy words from this French girl I met recently. Okay then, let's see what you can do.
I don't know, Coach. I haven't played since Pop Warner.
Okay, football's just like music, kid. Once you learn how to play it, it never leaves your soul. Besides, if you're as half as good as you are in hockey, we're in great shape. Hey, Tommy, give him a ball, would you?
We've already got a QB, Coach. A darn good one based on the colleges that have already made me offers.
And a modest one, apparently. Look, we still don't have any depth behind you. If we want to compete for state, it's always best to be prepared.
All right. Suit yourself. We got plenty of room on the bench anyways.
A little rough around the edges. I definitely see some potential. What do you say we smooth out those edges at practice?
Sounds good, Coach.
Good. Good practice.
Welcome to the team.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, man, listen. I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't gym class, okay? This is my team. And as long as you understand that, we'll be fine. You got it?
Find yourself a box, keep it clean.
Seats taken.
Look, man, I ain't playing with you, bro. Don't sit beside me, all right?
Yo, get out of here, bro. Hey, find yourself another spot.
Captain of the team in the corner away from everyone. Shouldn't you be in the middle of the locker room? Morale and all?
Well, I'm just over here for some peace and quiet. I like to get my head clear before a game. But I can't really do that if guys like you keep bothering me. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's just... this whole recruitment thing, it's really stressing me out.
Thought you had a ton of offers.
I did, but they can disappear as quickly as they come in. Plus, if I'm not on my game at all times, I can pretty much kiss it all goodbye. I mean, no full ride to college and no shot at the NFL.
NFL? That's a bit lofty, isn't it?
Maybe, but I got a lot of people counting on me, so it's the NFL or bust.
Well, if you're as good as advertised, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. You'll get a chance to see up close on Friday night.
Who's that?
That's Reggie Brown. He's in charge of the school paper and the social media account. He's a pretty good kid, just, you know, a little annoying. Great, and here he comes. What's up, Reggie?
Tommy Matthews, the man, the myth, the legend.
What's up, Reggie?
Oh, maybe a exclusive for the paper?
You know, winning me over with flattery will absolutely work every time. Okay, I got an exclusive for you. You ready? Okay, so get this. You're really gonna love this. Okay, so today I was in the cafeteria, and you know how I usually have a chocolate shake at lunch, right? Okay, so today, this is crazy. I had a vanilla shake. That's crazy, right? I mean, vanilla.
Yeah, Tommy, man, you gotta give me something I can use here. Anything, man. Oh, how about a quote?
Okay, Reggie, here's a quote. Tommy Matthews scores 4 touchdowns and leads his team to another victory. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I can make that work. It's better than nothing, I suppose.
Hey, if you really want a quote, I can help you out.
Who are you, exactly?
Yeah, I'm the new backup QB.
Backup QB. Yeah, I'm good. No, thanks. On second thought, I need something to report on, and it might be worthwhile for the fans to learn the new face of the team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
Okay. First question. Which quarterback style would you say you emulate the most?
Well, it's been a while since I played competitively, but back in the day, my game was closest to Patrick Mahomes. I love slinging it deep for the big play and making it happen.
All right. All right. Solid answer. So, when out on the field, how would you describe your personality in the huddle?
Well, No matter what sport you're playing, the most important thing you can do is be ready when your number's called. So, whatever coach asks me to do, I'm gonna do it.
Finally. That's something I can report on. Thanks, QB2. I'll see you out there Friday night.
All right. Tommy. You all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have this bug that's going around.
You don't look fine. You look sluggish. It's like you're not playing with any heart out there.
Don't you dare talk to me about my heart. I've put everything I have into this. This game is my life.
If you have so much heart, prove it. Because you're not showing any out there. Oh. Oh, hey, easy. Easy, man. I ain't mean to upset you.
You're right.
About what?
About my lack of heart.
Look, I didn't mean anything by it.
No, it's my heart, man. I was born with a congenital heart defect.
What does that mean exactly?
That means that my heart doesn't push blood through my body properly.
Tommy, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
I had a surgery when I was 9 to repair it, but my doctor's saying I need another one.
Tommy, you need to get help immediately.
Listen, if word gets out about this, that's the end of my football career. Do you understand? Please, you can't tell anyone about this.
This is serious. You can't afford to wait any longer.
It's just fatigue at this point. I'll be fine. Okay, I just need to get through this season. Plus, I owe it to these guys to help them win a state championship.
Fine. But I don't feel right agreeing to this. If it gets any worse, then I'm gonna have to tell Coach.
What, and let you take over? I don't think so. I'll be fine.
All right, boys, bring it in.
Is that a word?
We gotta be way more physical.
Well, it's hard to celebrate homecoming when you're being shut out by your crosstown rivals. Tommy Matthews is just not playing like himself tonight, and that is the major storyline as we continue our coverage.
There's going to be another play for you tonight. What? We need you to take off your helmet and take a bench.
Coach, what do you mean? You're pulling me? After everything I've given to this team?
I'm doing what's best for you and for the team. Please, take a seat.
Coach, I don't know what he told you, but I'm fine, Coach. I've got scouts here watching me tonight. You can't do this.
Hey. Look, I need you to take it easy. We'll talk about this later in private. Sit.
What'd you say, man?
Let the trainers do their job. I know you're worried, but you got 52 other guys out there. I need you to focus. They are all counting on you.
52 guys? No sweat, Coach. I can do it.
Good, because we're going to need you to ball out. That's not asking too much, of course.
Oh, no, I got this.
Was it the play calling?
I mean, I've had 2 whole weeks to digest everything. I'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Great. Well, with your raw athleticism, you got this.
Hope you're right.
Whoa, you forgetting something? Your helmet. The piece de renaissance, the most important part. Come on, you got this.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. I got this.
Yeah? Yeah, you got this. He so doesn't got this.
One more quarter to go in this always emotion-filled homecoming rivalry. Kevin Connors and our entire broadcast team bringing you the live stream action courtesy of EA Sports. And he's brought down at the 24-yard line. So I'm not sure what to make of this, but Tommy Matthews was just benched for a backup.
who joined the team only a couple of weeks ago. And get this, his teammates nicknamed him QB2 because they thought he'd never see the field, but here he is. You know, I gotta say, it's kind of odd seeing someone other than Tommy Matthews delivering these throws. I mean, he was basically the face of this franchise, in a manner of speaking. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down. Really needing to chip away at this deficit. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's QB2. Sending it downfield for Patton. And it's complete. Collects the first touchdown. From a clipboard to the scoreboard, QB2 leads his team to pay dirt on his first drive of the game. Feeling confident, they'll go for 2 now. Surveys the field. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. So an unexpected drive by an unknown backup we call QB2 leads the way to this kick. It's taken at the 1. And really not much there as he's tackled just beyond the 20-yard line. The Bearcats take over on offense. And there's Carpenter making some final preparations as we await the snap. He's back to pass, and he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. A pickup of 4 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 6.
What we got?
From the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down. Following the incomplete pass on 2nd down, it's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Carpenter. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3 and out. And here's the kick. Washington fields it, and he's stopped on a solid but not spectacular return. Now QB2 came off the bench to lead his team to a touchdown the last time out. Here's a chance now to prove it wasn't a fluke. He airs this one, and he's got it! And he's brought down at the 39. A 35-yard gain. And these fans, they're going crazy. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. Looking to pass on 1st down. He's going to run. Right side of the field, it's complete. Across the mark, and he's stopped at the 1. And that puts them a yard short of the goal line. Lots of success through the air on this drive. It's 1st and goal from the 1. They'll go with the run, and he goes straight at him. Touchdown! And just like that, they take the lead. The Dragons will go for 2 here. Shotgun snap. Here's QB2. So they come up empty on that play call. After giving up the touchdown, the Bearcats are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. And they shut him down at the 20-yard line. On that Bearcats sideline, head coach Raymond Summers doing his best to keep his kids motivated. I mean, they've watched a 13-0 lead disintegrate. Oh, he lost the football. And the defense takes possession. They flip the field with some great playmaking. So it's the defense in the spotlight now on this 1st and goal. Looking to pass. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. Following the incompletion on first, it's second and goal from the 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, looking to fire. Now he tucks the ball, looking to run. And that's nearly intercepted in the end zone. But the drive stays alive. The defense is thinking pass here on this critical third down. Now they'll throw from the gun. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. He'll throw again.
65.
He's got it. 65. Yes, they'll add 2 to the board. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Fielded at the 3. And they shut him down at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, I gotta say, all the Bearcats fans that showed up for this game, and they're not nearly as loud now as they were earlier when they were enjoying a shutout. The ball's loose. Well, I've got a moment. I gotta give a quick shout out to my man Reggie Brown with the school newspaper here. He took the time to show me around campus earlier today. This kid's got a real future as a reporter. I'm telling. Oh, look, the ball's loose.
Better talk to your boy. I'm gonna protect you. Take that.
With their backs against their own end zone. Here's third and long.
Get ready. Get ready.
Carpenter gives it to Favors. And he's nowhere close to a first down. I mean, let the second guessing begin on whether they should have passed it there. We're under 2 minutes in the final quarter. Here's fourth and very long. Looking to throw. Here's Carpenter. Oh, but it's off the mark. So this next drive will start inside the 10-yard line. With the defense on their heels, it's the offense here trying to knock them on their keisters on first and goal. And he's stopped just short of the goal line. A gain of 8 on the play, and now it's second and goal. The defense expecting a run here on second down, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! And that should seal the deal. Here's the Dragons looking for 2. Going with the run. He's across the goal line. Good for 2 more. And that play call, not exactly sportsmanlike. We should be in for an interesting handshake between the coaches when this baby's over. After giving up the touchdown, the Bearcats are back to receive. Taken at the 7. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. So the Bearcats are lined up now, and they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down. As a quick side note, what an honor it's been to team up with EA Sports to bring you some of the best high school football action in America. The players will be competing for Heisman trophies, national championships, and even Super Bowl titles in the years to come. Some of them are on this field today. They've yet to go anywhere on this drive. It's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw. Lets one go deep for Stocker. And they're unable to make the connection. So here comes 4th down. Looking to roll the dice. Here's 4th and 10. From the gun, it's Carpenter. Going deep now for Justice. But it's incomplete. So that's the final nail in the coffin. The celebration begins on the sideline. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. They give it to Hawk. Not much there as they're able to bring him down. Well, what a scene here today, and I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that our next live stream will be from the state championship game later this season. Most believe the Brush Hogs are the team best positioned to raise that trophy. My opinion, pigs will fly before the Brush Hogs win it all, but what do I know? After a minimal pickup, it's 3rd down. Hawk gets the handoff, and he's tackled at about the 22-yard line. And that will do it! A comeback to remember! So as our EA Sports live stream comes to an end, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
I'll be watching you. I was just with one eye, with both of my eyes. All right? Keep doing good work, and I'll be in... Hey, Grant Simmons, recruiting analyst over at recruitstowatch.com. Heck of a game out there tonight, son. Hey, you ever think about your future in football? Where you might want to commit to?
Not really. I'm just kind of having fun out there.
Yeah, I see you out there having fun. Well, look here, when you're ready, give me a call, all right? I'd love to add you to our site. My man.
The man of the hour. You're the hottest scoop this year. Got a few moments for an exclusive?
Sorry, maybe some other time, Reg. I got a lot of prep for the playoffs.
Tell you what, if you give me the exclusive, I'll put together your senior highlight reel for recruiting next year.
Wow, you'd really do that?
Heck yeah. Man, I got a lot of tricks to get a lot of eyes on your tape, too. Yeah, I do that for all the guys that are pretty nice to me, which is the kicker and now you.
Sold. I need as much help as I can get with recruiting. All right. Let's get started.
Wow, great. Okay. Let me think. Oh, regarding your last game, what would you say is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength?
Just think of one of them, anything.
Well, I felt like I was able to get away from the rush and then buy enough time to make plays.
All right, well, if you're not going to play me, I quit.
Well, Reg, I guess there's the exclusive.
Need a word? In my office.
Welcome to our EA Sports live stream from Levi Stadium, the home of the California High School Football State Championship and the host of tonight's clash between the Brush Hogs and the Dragons. Joining you on this beautiful evening, I'm Kevin Connors. Well, the anticipation is over. A year's worth of blood, sweat, and tears has come down to this. Game time in the state championship. And he's taken down after crossing the 20-yard line. And you're done! And you're done! The Dragons send out their offense. And you know, with a state championship on the line, every drive can seem like it's the most critical. Here's QB2. The deep pass. And that was dangerously close to being intercepted. As anyone knows, high schoolers and social media, it can be a recipe for drama. And Clay Rainey stirred up some controversy this week when he comes down with it. Past the 20.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown. Beyond Patton. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Here's Myers now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. Can he get it off? So they come up empty on that play call. Touchdown. The Dragons are ready to kick it away. Take it at the 7. And he's not able to do much with it. Just a decent return. Quarterback Gavin Dixon and this Brush Hogs offense take the field for the first time in this title game. Gathers the snap. He finds his target on the out route. Nice looking gain, but I have a feeling this one's coming back.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, what is that?
So it's roughing the passer, and that's a 15-yard penalty. They'll go with the run. And he's across the 50 to the 47. Well, for the Brush Hogs, this game marks a return to the state championship. It's a chance for redemption after losing a blowout just 1 year ago in this very same stadium. The history they bring to this matchup adds a whole new dimension to this showdown. Following the incompletion on second, here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dixon. And a great catch there on the sideline. What concentration by that young man. So earlier today, while speaking with Brush Hogs coach George Thompson, I asked if their loss in the title game last year came up at all in their preparations this week. And you know what he said? He said they took the game film and they buried it. He insisted they've put it behind them and that they are ready to raise the trophy. Come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. In the red zone, looking to throw. Oh, hold on, he's running right. And he's out of bounds at the 10. A gain of 3 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Rainey's lined up in the backfield. Set them back as he's tackled for a loss. Looking to convert once again. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Dixon. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. First field goal attempt for the usually steady kicker. On the board. After giving up the field goal, the Dragons are back to receive. Caught in the end zone. And he'll wind up at the 25. Could have saved himself some trouble by just kneeling in the end zone. So the Dragons are lined up now. And just 3 points separate these squads in a tight first half. Goes to his left. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 44. Okay, so you're hitting me up on social media wanting to know exactly what Clay Rainey posted. And it was an invitation to his championship party tomorrow evening. Yes, very bold. And you know what? He was pretty quick to delete it, too. take him down after a nice pickup. A gain of 5 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 5. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Scans the field. Ooh, and that's almost intercepted. So the comments keep coming in now on my channel, and yes, I did see Sammy Hawk's reaction to the Clay Rainey party invite. For those who haven't, here's what Hawk said. You can delete the post, but screenshots live forever. So there you have it. Everyone from playmakers to politicians, take heed. The new era of bulletin board material is here. So the offense stays on the field looking to move the chains on 4th down. Oh, but he goes down for a sack. So the Brush Hogs will take over with great field position. From the gun, inside handoff. And they'll make the stop at the 38. While I've got a moment here, I'd like to thank my guy Reggie Brown for the well-researched game notes he gave me earlier. Reggie writes for the school newspaper that's covered QB2 since he joined the team, and I got to tell you, that little Sparky has really earned my respect. Might be after my job one day. In the meantime, they pick up the first with that run on 2nd down. Dixon hands it to Rainey, and they bring him down after a short pickup. So I mentioned the game notes Reggie gave me earlier, and here's an interesting fact. Brush Hogs head coach George Thompson once played Coach Fetu in a football game back in college. Now, it wasn't for a championship, but Coach Fetu's Trojans won that non-conference showdown. Amazing how we've come full circle here today. Time's run out on this first quarter of action. 3 more to go in this state championship showdown. Back in a moment. Hops back to throw here on 3rd. Complete to Kirkpatrick. And he comes very close to coming up with a first, but it's not to be. Here comes 4th down to tie things up. Ourselves a tie ball game. Here comes the kick. He fields it at the 5. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game as they open up this drive. Pulled in by Maddox. And he's all the way home for a touchdown. Jamison Maddox. And that's a play worthy of recruitstowatch.com. The Dragons are lined up for a 2-point attempt. It's QB2. That's incomplete. They do not convert. So they come up empty on that play call. After giving up the touchdown, the Brush Hogs are back to receive. This will be caught deep in the end zone. And we won't see a return here as he kneels for the touchback. So the Brush Hogs are lined up now, and there's Dixon making some final preparations as we await the snap. Spots Rosas, completes the throw. Gavin Dixon, the field general of this Brush Hogs team, and someone who comes from a family with deep ties to Nebraska football. His dad, Clyde, played running back for the Huskers, as did his older brother, Tommy. Mom, Olivia, was a star on the Huskers track team, so I'm not so sure Gavin has ever even considered going anywhere else. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Dixon. Hops back to throw here on 3rd. And a great catch there as he's able to keep a foot in bounds. A 21-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. Rainey's lined up behind Dixon. They'll go with the run. They're going to bring him to the ground after just a short pickup. I mentioned earlier Gavin's ties to Nebraska football. Look, he's obviously been asked about it since, I think, the 8th grade, and to his credit, he's never been shy about saying, yeah, I mean, if given the opportunity, who wouldn't want to be a Husker? So it's not a done deal till he signs that letter of intent, but there's a very good chance we'll see this young man in Lincoln someday. From the shotgun now, inside handoff, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. You know, another thing about Nebraska football, we got a couple of former Cornhuskers in the house here today. Levante David and Rex Burkhead are here to take in this championship game. Tip of the cap to my pal Reggie for a heads up on that. Following that incompletion, here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Dixon. Now down goes Dixon. And they go from field goal range to rethinking their strategy on this drive. The Brush Hogs lined up, ready to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. And Washington will not get a chance to return this one as the ball heads out of bounds. Here come the Dragons to start the drive, and they will have to be mindful of that clock as they chart a path down the field. Is wide open, and he's stopped at the 41-yard line. A 39-yard gain, and they waste no time getting down the field. From the gun, it's QB2. He's on the move. Lets one go deep for Patton, and now a flag comes out as that falls incomplete. Let's listen to the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good.
So there's the decision. And the penalty accepted as we pick back up with the action. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. Wait, maybe not. And he'll do it himself. Touchdown. Just 2 plays needed to find the end zone. The Dragons will go for 2 here. QB2 looks downfield. He can't make the connection. So they come up empty on that play call. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. From a yard or 2 inside the goal line, he's got it. And this drive will be getting started inside the 20. Not ideal. The Brush Hogs take over on offense. And you know, signal caller Gavin Dixon, he's no stranger to pressure. He led the way to victory in a couple nail-biters earlier this season. Gets it to Kirkpatrick. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. Give him 9 there on that completion. 2nd down on the way. Dixon takes the snap. Throws left, it's complete. Now the Brush Hogs call timeout. That's their 2nd one thus far as we near the halfway mark. Operating now on the opposite side of the field. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Here's Dixon. Throws into the flat for Rainey. And they go backwards, losing yardage. Drops back again. He's got Rosas. And he's across the 50 to the 47. Timeout called by the Brush Hogs. Their 3rd and final one as we unravel the final moments of this opening half. Looking for live ball. And the Dragons take possession. They closed in on that ball quickly. The Dragons take over on offense. offense. And let's be honest, the playbook should take advantage of the way QB2 is reading the D and making great decisions. Hey, one good move deserves another. And there's a big gain before he's out of bounds.
Nice play, man.
A 25-yard gain and a visit to the red zone. QB2 settles into this shotgun look. One last try before the break. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And he makes the grab. Touchdown. Oh, wait, no. No, they're calling it out of bounds. Just outside the chalk. Still 10 yards to the marker on second down. Grabs the snap. Using his legs now. It's caught. Touchdown, Dragons. QB2. He's thrown for 3 scores before halftime. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Back to pass. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. So after one half of championship action, it's the Dragons in control. And when we return, the second half of this historic showdown. We can only hope the rascals who pulled off that halftime prank are brought to justice. Either way, it's time to get back to the game. Here comes the second half. Fielded at the 9. Mike pushes way through, and he's taken down at the 28. Here come the Brush Hogs to start the drive. And with this kind of deficit, Gavin Dixon and his playmakers will need to come up with something big on this drive. And that deep ball is incomplete. Attacked the secondary to start the series, but they couldn't make the connection. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Again on second down, it's Dixon. And he's not able to come down with it. Third down on the way. I've got to take a break from the game here for a moment. I think the pranksters I mentioned earlier are still on the loose. Over in the Brush Hogs fan section, they're holding up signs they found underneath their seats with the letters that spell Dixon's pass is intercepted. But there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So it's roughing the passer. And it'll cost them 15 yards. When you look around this stadium, clearly a state championship of this caliber will draw thousands upon thousands of fans, and there's more than a few NFL players among them. Before the game, I saw guys like Patrick Peterson and the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, signing a bunch of autographs. That's complete to his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 34. Okay, here we go. A 24-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. Rainey's lined up in the backfield. Here's Dixon. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And he leads the way downfield just past the 10. A 26-yard gain. And a big-time play. From the gun, looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Brush Hogs. They finally put one in the end zone. Dre now to add the extra point. But man, he took a shot. Roughing the kicker's got to be the call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So it's roughing the kicker. And that's a 15-yard penalty. After giving up the touchdown, the Dragons are back to receive. And with that being a touchback, they'll move the ball out to the 25. The Dragons send out their offense, and they're working with a 2-score lead as they fire up this drive. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And that's nearly picked off. Oh, they really needed that turnover. I spoke of the NFL players in attendance here today. Earl Thomas and Jarvis Landry happen to be watching from the sidelines tonight. And get this, Adrian Peterson showed up at Coach Betu's request and surprised his players with a pregame speech. Can you imagine that? Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Surveys the field. Scratch that. He's moving right. Now he lets it fly. Ooh, and that's nearly intercepted on the check down. But the drive will continue. Following the near turnover, here's second down. They snap the ball. Shows off the arm strength. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. While doing some prep for this game, I got a recommendation to check out recruitstowatch.com. And let me tell you, QB2 is well represented with some jaw-dropping highlights. And he caught it! And he's out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Now another 1st and 10, and even more of a threat to score now. QB2 takes the snap, hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Davion Patton, his second touchdown catch of the game. Here's the Dragons looking for two. Working from the gun. Here's QB2. That's incomplete. They do not convert, so they come up empty on that play call. Still very much in control of this game. Here comes the kick. Fielded at the 15. Launches the stiff arm. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. The Brush Hogs send out their offense. And there's Coach Thompson yelling some instructions for Gavin Dixon from the sideline. Caught by Rosas. Taken down as he makes the grab. The completion good for 3, bringing up second down. One last thing on Recruits to Watch. You can go to the archive and watch videos they have on players that are now in the NFL. I highly recommend you search for DeAndre Hopkins and Le'Veon Bell's highlights. I mean, it's like watching someone play Madden. You know, Madden, the video game. Madden. Gets the handoff, and that goes in the wrong direction as they're tackled for a loss. Stuffed on the previous play. It's second and long. They'll go with the run, and he doesn't come up with anything as they'll be left with a 3rd and 11. Defense looks like they're expecting a throw. Third down from the gun. And a close call there. Gets it off just in time, but they can't avoid a 4th down. And he sends it away. Here's Washington. Right through the defense, and he's taken down at the 13-yard line. Here come the Dragons to start the drive, and all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. Looking to throw, here's QB2. Going for a big play. He's got it! A 35-yard gain. And a 1st down and much, much more. QB2 settles into the shotgun look. He's back to pass. Oh, man, I think the quarterback's been playing too much Madden. What was he thinking on that throw? But the drive stays alive. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Looking to pass. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And his tight end comes up with the catch over the middle. And he's stopped at the 16-yard line. So we resume action here in the fourth quarter. A first down play coming up. Oh, the ball comes down. He's looking, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Oh, they are running up the score. The Dragons are lined up for a two-point attempt. Looking to throw again. He can't make the connection. So they come up empty on that play call. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Fielded at the 12. And he's brought down at the 29-yard line. Bring it! Needing this drive to finish in the end zone. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Dixon. Oh, change of plans. He's taken down for a loss. The defense able to contain him. Following the takedown, it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Now he brings the ball to... Oh, no, he coughs it up. Now it's picked up going the other way. And they'll have it at the 29-yard line. So the Dragons are lined up now, and they are very much in control of this game. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. During my pregame interview with Coach Fetu, he expressed all kinds of excitement about this opportunity for his kids, but I detected a tinge of sadness when the conversation turned to the subject of Tommy Matthews. And it's hard not to feel for the young man, the former starter at quarterback, who was sidelined indefinitely due to that heart condition earlier this season. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Davion Patton. And there is no question he's the player of the game. The Dragons will go for 2 here. Here's QB2. He's got it. Yes, they'll add 2 to the board. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. After giving up the touchdown, the Brush Hogs are back to receive. Take it at the 7. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. Here come the Brush Hogs to start the drive. And to be honest, all hope seems lost, but these kids continue to show some heart. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Still looking to throw. It's Dixon. Completes that throw to Rainey on the screen. They bring him down. Not a lot on that reception as it brings up 3rd down. The defense is set up for the pass. Drops back to throw here on 3rd. And they're unable to make the connection. So here comes 4th down. So following the drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And he sends it flying. And it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Here Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And there's QB2 making some final preparations as we await the snap. And he comes up with a nice gain before he's taken down. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. Second down, running it. Now he's taken down, but not before coming up with a first.
No pain, no gain.
All right, so following the short gain, it's first down. It's a give to his receiver on the sweep. And that's going to finish up somewhere around the 32. A pickup of 1 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 9. Trying to chew up some clock. They give it to Hawk. That's toward the right sideline.
Bring it!
Touchdown! Semi-final. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Shotgun snap. Here's QB2. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Following that costly score, they're lined up for the return. Fielded at the 3. Oh, it's a fumble. Scooped up by the D. And they'll have it at the 18-yard line. Less than 2 minutes remaining in this final quarter. The Dragons will run it. And he's taken down at the 8-yard line.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Just short of a first down. Here's 2nd and inches. QB2 gives it to Hawk. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. And that should seal the deal. Here's the Dragons looking for 2. Gathers the snap. That's incomplete. They do not convert. So they come up empty on that play call. Ready now for the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he's taken down after crossing the 20-yard line.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Going through the motions now. It's first down. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Dixon. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. And as the seconds count down, the realization is here. The Brush Hogs will come up short once again. Now look, I know character is formed at times like these, but man, knowing what it would have meant for this team, I mean, you're not human if you don't hurt for these kids. Zero progress on this drive thus far. It's 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw from the gun. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. The Brush Hogs lined up, ready to punt it away. And here's the kick. Washington fields it. And not much to it on that return as he's unable to find a seam. Receiver comes across on the sweep. Not much there as they're able to bring him down. A pickup of 3 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 7. Gets the rock. Now he's tackled after picking up the first. Working now from the far side of the logo. On first down, they go back to Hall. And he's taken down inside the 44-yard line. Pushing deeper into enemy territory. QB2 hands it off to Hall. So Coach Fetu continuing to run plays with the game well in hand. And on the opposite sideline, Coach Thompson looks furious. And that will do it. The Dragons are state champions. Signing off now, I'm Kevin Connors as we give way to this euphoric scene.
Right here is my favorite part. The spin move you do. Breaking that dude's ankles and the stiff arm, woo! Reminds me of my playing days, Samoan warrior style.
It's too bad you stepped out of bounds. You could have scored a touchdown.
Well, there's no way he could have dodged. Tommy, how the heck have you been?
Hey, Tommy. How you feeling, man?
Good. Got a clean bill of health. I'm ready to get back out there.
Come on in, have a seat. Didn't think you'd be back.
Trust me, I tried transferring. Doesn't seem like any other schools want to accept a perceived health risk. But I've got a clearance from my doctor, Coach. I'm ready to play.
What do you think?
It's only right you take your spot back. I was just keeping it warm for you.
You know, the team seems to be doing just fine with you out there. And seeing that you're kind of thin at receiver, I was thinking that maybe I could help out by lining up outside.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you got to do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo!
I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now.
You're not even in my top 7 billion.
That's fair. Just know I did what I did to protect you. Not to try and take everything that you worked for. And I can understand if you're angry with me, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right.
I'll tell you how you can make it right. The Midwest Prep Showcase, later this season against the Central Hawks.
What about it?
Well, they're the best team in the country, and it's a nationally televised game. That means every recruiter's gonna see it.
So what do you want from me?
Just want you to let me go out there and do my thing and show the recruiters what I can do. It's my last chance at getting an offer.
Fine. But if it's not working out there, then I gotta get the other guys involved.
Trust me. You won't need to.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on Sundays looks to be no different on a Friday night. We've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, two of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Dragons.
Wait, you're?
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
What? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
We're poised for something special as the Midwest Prep Showcase gets underway. Taken at the 4. And he's brought down at the 24-yard line.
That was tight right there.
So in this matchup of top-ranked quarterbacks, it's QB2 with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. So get this, earlier today I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good, and he's brought down at the 44. A 32-yard gain, and they're already beyond midfield. They ripped off a huge chunk of yardage on that last play and really changed the dynamic of this drive. What do they do now for an encore? He'll go deep for the end zone. Ooh, and that's nearly intercepted on the check down. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. Chucks this downfield. He makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Sammy Hawk, a showcase highlight for years to come. Hang on, some chicanery here. They want to throw. So they come up empty on that play call. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Taken at the 1. And it's not a great return as he's tackled inside the 20-yard line. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a good look at quarterback Braxton Knight and this dynamic Hawks offense. The drive begins on the ground to throw, and he'll scoot his way forward for a solid gain. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. Looking downfield, here's Knight. He's got it past the marker. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. This crowd still on its feet. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, inside handoff, and they bring him down after a short pickup. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football, and you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. And he shows off some strength before he's wrangled to the ground. After a minimal pickup, it's 3rd down. Play action, here's Knight. And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down. They'll try for 3 from long distance. Sutherland drills it, and they put 3 on the board. Following the field goal, the Hawks are ready to kick it away. He fields it at the 2. And a nice return gets this upcoming drive started on the right foot. The Dragons take over on offense. And we've been treated to a close game thus far. Neither team really able to get on any kind of run. Scans the field. Now he tucks it. Pushes through contact. And they'll make the stop after a solid gain on the play. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top. And yes, it's a catch. And he stopped at the 26. A 38-yard gain and one for the highlight reel. Out of the gun, they'll throw. He's going to run. Looking deep for Matthews. Oh, and that's almost intercepted. Could have been picked off in the end zone. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools. And this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma. You name it, they're here. After a solid pickup on that previous play, QB2 looks downfield. Goes to his left. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. The Dragons are lined up for a two-point attempt. Out of the gun, it's QB2. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. He's got it. Yes, they'll add 2 to the board. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. It's taken at the 4. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. Come on now. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. And he's finally tackled, but there's a penalty marker down. So there you go. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. On first down, back to pass. A quick hitter for the completion. Oh, but a flag is down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So it's roughing the passer. And it'll cost them 15 yards. Back to pass on first down. Toward the sideline, and that's a nice catch to stay in bounds. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. A guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. To the end of the first quarter. And coming up shortly, more elite high school football from the Midwest Prep Showcase. Out of the gun, it's Knight. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. They flip the field with some great playmaking. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And, you know, here's my plan if I'm Coach Fetu. Put the ball in the hands of QB2 and let him work his magic on this drive. He's all alone. Pass the marker.
That's the way to run it, boy.
Touchdown! A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. The Dragons will go for 2 here. Looking for a receiver. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Everyone's lined up, ready for the kick. Fields it at the 2. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. The Hawks send out their offense. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. Finds his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line. A 26-yard gain. And that's a first down and then some. Operating now on the opposite side of the field. It's 1st and 10. Knight looks downfield. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. Ooh-wee, he gets laid out on that punishing blow. Needing to make up some ground. Here's 3rd and long. He'll throw again. And he makes the grab. Now he's out of bounds after making his way into enemy territory. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game. And who do I see? But the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. Grabs the snap. Oh, hold on, he's running left. Now he's out of bounds after moving the chains. All right. One last thought on Snoop, you know. He's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, and he makes the catch. Gets the first. And he's stopped at the 1. This is a big-time play that gets a roar from this crowd. Now a chance to finish off what was nearly a touchdown. And he goes straight out of touchdown. Sammy Hawk. And his celebration begins. He is feeling it. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Back to pass. Caught at the 1. He's into the end zone. Give him 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. So as they get set to kick it away, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game. How his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened. I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And at this stage of the game, every minute counts for them to have any shot of making a comeback. Fires right, it's complete. Now he's taken down. A good pickup there. 8 yards leading up to 2nd down. From the gun, inside handoff. And the play call there successful as they get it across for the first. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. Nothing doing on that run on 1st down, so still the full 10 to pick up here on 2nd down. Knight takes the snap. They'll run it with Grove. Still going. And that's a solid pickup before he's finally taken down. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Again on 2nd down, it's Knight. And he's not able to come down with it. 3rd down on the way. Looking for another conversion. It's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Knight. He'll take a shot at the end zone. It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Washington. Oh, a forced throw, and he read that like a book. With halftime just around the corner, it's first down. Surveys the field. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. Oh, QB2 is sacked. He couldn't elude the defense on that. Great pursuit. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas. But I can tell you this, I'm beyond confident his decision will be the top thing trending on signing day. With a long way to go, here's third and long. Hawk gets another carry. Timeout called by the Hawks. They're down to just one now, and with halftime on the horizon. Oh, it appears we have ourselves an offensive coordinator ready to take a risk. Fourth down, but the punter doesn't even have his helmet on. My word, did he catch that? Yes, he caught it. The comeback catch. Welcome back, Tommy Matthews. So following Tommy's stunning catch in his return, they snap the ball. Finds Matthews on the slant. And he's taken down at the 23. A 23-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. So after a lopsided first half, it's the Dragons in control. And when we return, even more of this clash between two top teams. As we get set for the kick, the second half is about to get started. Falling further behind on the scoreboard, here comes the kick. He fields it at the 5. And he stopped at the 27. So the Hawks are lined up now. And now Coach Robbins barking some instructions for Braxton Knight from the sideline. They start the drive here with Grove. Picks up a nice chunk of yards before he's brought down. So Coach Fetu, spelled F-E-T-U, for the longest time I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big a guy as he is. They're going to bring him to the ground after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, here's Knight. Spots Thrash, completes the throw. And he picks up the first down. Now going back to Coach Fetu, someone who is universally beloved by players old and new, but he's certainly got his quirks. If I gave you a dime for every time he said Samoan warrior style in a film study, I think you'd be a very rich person. Oh, and it's incomplete. Took a shot on first down, but couldn't finish it off. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Here's Knight. Not able to throw it away. Gives up the sack. The setback. Here's 3rd and long. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. So that ball's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Here's the verdict after the Zebras talk it over. So there's the verdict. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. To pass on 3rd and very long. He's going deep for Monroe. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Whoa, talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch.
Outside, don't give it up.
The Dragons Dragons send out their offense. And there's QB2 making some final preparations as we await the snap. Lets it fly for Matthews. He's got it. Oh, it's a touchdown. He used to pass them, now he catches them. Tommy is back. Here's the Dragons looking for two. From the gun, it's QB2. He's got it. Yes, they'll add two to the board, and that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Here's the whistle, and now the kick. Fielded at the 3. And he was hoping for more as he gets taken down after an average return. First play of the drive for the Hawks. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. He's back to pass. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass on 1st down, here's 2nd down. Still looking to throw, it's Knight. Pressure comes, and down he goes. At the halfway point of this 3rd quarter, here's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. They run the screen, and that's complete to Grove. And he's taken down at the 23. A gain of 7 on the play, so it'll be 4th and 8. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3 and out. And the kick is away. Here's Washington. And he's stopped on a solid but not spectacular return. So the Dragons are lined up now, and all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. And there's a flag on the field as he's taken down. So the verdict's been delivered, and the penalty, of course, will be accepted. Now with an additional 5 yards to pick up. Now he tucks the ball, looking to run. Goes deep with this throw. He makes the grab. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Lined up in the shotgun. Play action. QB2 to throw. Oh, but he can't connect. Would have been 6 if not for the great defensive play. You know, going back to signing day, I got to say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. Down at the 10-yard line. All right, here we go. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with the run. And he's stopped just short of the goal line. A gain of 9 on the play. And now it's 2nd and goal. Hawks lined up behind QB2. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And they give up yards as he's tackled for a loss. No closer to the end zone. QB2 to pass on 3rd and goal. It's caught. Touchdown, Dragons. Jamison Maddox. His first catch of the game is good for 6. The Dragons are lined up for a 2-point attempt. From the gun, looking to throw. Now he'll tuck and run. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. comes the kick. He fields it at the 17, and he stopped at the 27. Triple zeros on the clock as we reach the end of the third quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So we resume action here in the fourth quarter. A first down play coming up. He finds Thrash. Now he's brought down. Give him 9 there on that completion. Second down on the way. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on second down. Monroe brings in his first catch. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a new set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to fire. And he's taken down at the 33. A 19-yard pickup and a Hawks first down. Wanting nothing more than a score. It's first down. Gathers the snap. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Douglas. A bad pass, no question. But still, he made a fantastic play. The Dragons take over on offense, and they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. They start the drive with Hawk, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A gain of 1 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun look. They go play action. He's on the move. Brushes him off, and he'll be marked out at the 19. Early Austin, baby. Hand off to Hawk. Breaks a tackle, still moving. And he's taken down at the 28. Just short of the marker. Here's 2nd and inches. Oh, man, that had INT written all over it. But the drive will continue. Let's see if they follow up the pass play on 2nd and inches with something on the ground here on 3rd. To Matthews in space. Breaks that tackle, and there's daylight. Touchdown! That's another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. The Dragons will go for 2 here. From the gun, here's QB2. He can't make the connection. So they come up empty on that play call. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Taken at the 10. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And the last thing they want is for this drive to end with yet another reason to bring on their punt team. Back to throw. It's a fumble. But pride at this point. It's 2nd and long. Scans the field. They set up the screen, and that's complete. And look at that. Tackled for a loss, sending this offense backwards. Scout D so far, and they have a chance to force a 3 and out right here. Now they'll throw from the gun. Pass is intercepted. Get some ankle tape for that defender, and they'll have it inside the red zone. We are under 2 minutes in the final quarter. Hawk gets the handoff, shakes him with a wiggle, and he He's tackled right at the 10. A pickup of 7 on the play, and now it's 2nd and 3. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that's a sweet run to get the first. His O-line set him up beautifully. As we approach the final minute, it's 1st and goal from the 4. The Dragons will run it. And he's in for 6. Touchdown. And that should seal the deal. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. QB2 takes the snap. Using his legs now. He's across the goal line. Good for 2 more. And that play call, not exactly sportsmanlike. We should be in for an interesting handshake between the coaches when this baby's over. Fielded at the 6. Shoves off a defender. And he stopped at the 27. The Hawks send out their offense. And they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. Looking for a receiver. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Once more on 2nd down. Here's Knight. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down. They've yet to go anywhere on this drive. It's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down. And so the Hawks are ready to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. Washington fields it. And not much to it on that return as he's unable to find a seam. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And they are very much in control of this game. They'll run it with Hawk. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. All right, so following the short gain, it's 2nd and 9. They go back to Hawk. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. A pickup of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. The defense appears prepared for the pass. Seeking the 1st. Here's Hawk. Now he's dropped after getting past the marker. The Dragons win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I think my ability to quickly find the open receiver is what really sets me apart.
I mean, it must have been a little easier with me out there, right? I mean, you snap the ball, you throw it to Tommy, rinse and repeat. But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Wow, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. He's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and I can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my own position.
More details rolling in, everybody, on today's crazy news. Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
Well, you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
No hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Longhorns from the University of Texas.